Hi everyone. I think we're all set right now. We're just waiting for a few people to sign in. I'd really like to welcome you here into our episodes, and we're starting those new series of episodes. الفكرة دي كان بقالي ناس كتير قوي بتطلبها مني, and finally we're here, and I'm looking forward to exciting and insightful conversations مع بعضينا. I aim to be doing those videos as short and concise as possible, and at the same time long enough ان احنا نطلع بlearning مفيدة, ما يبقاش فيديو سريع بزيادة قوي فما استفدناش حاجة منه. I encourage you to make this very engaging. Comments and questions all the time are welcomed during the video, حتى بعديها in the comment section, and I'll be getting back to each and every comment of those. And لو حد نفسه في topic معين للفترات الجاية والepisodes اللي جاية, please send us and we'll definitely take that into consideration, and we'll see when is the right time to bring that topic up. Without further ado بقى, أنا قعدت أفكر كده إن مع بداية السيريز دي, okay, it's not the first time I do a video or a live or to discuss something related to coaching, but it's the first time to actually do a series that is very consistent طول الفترة اللي جاية. فقعدت أفكر طيب إيه التوبيك اللي هنبتدي بيه, وقعدت أفكر برضو إيه الحاجات اللي بتحصل حوالينا عشان خاطر الموضوع يبقى very relevant ليك وبيجاوب على الأسئلة اللي في مخ كل حد فينا واحنا عايشين كل الظروف اللي حوالينا دلوقتي. The only thing that was coming to my mind is why. why دي أنا بالنسبة لي هي it's the clarification of ليه إحنا بنعمل الحاجات اللي إحنا already بنعملها, why إحنا عايزين نبتدي الحاجات اللي إحنا عايزين نبتديها, whether it's new goals, new beginnings, whether we want to be proceeding forward through a certain challenge, عايزين نصمد فيها حاجات عايزين نحققها, كل الحاجات دي. Why برضو sometimes we start things and we never end. Why do we sometimes want to do things but never even start? This is the topic of today. وانا بالنسبة لي your why هي بتمثل your fuel bar, اللي هو your energy, your resources, your willingness. The stronger your why is, the more willingness you will have to do anything. The clearer the vision you will have. ساعتها انا ما بعرفه ايه السبب اللي بيخليني اعمل الحاجات دي, هيبقى واضح قوي بالنسبه لي انا عايزه اوصل لايه وعايزه اوصل له ازاي وليه بعمل اللي انا بعمله ده. الحاجه التانية كمان ان the more I'm clear about my why, ان ما بنتحط في مواقف where we need to make decisions or choices or we're confused, this is kind of like our thermometer where we measure ليه انا هختار الاوبشن ده بدل الاوبشن ده and what's the impact of that on me. And I'm pretty sure that all of us we've been in those situations وعارفين الإحساس ده كويس قوي. And a lot of the people الأيام دي بيقعدوا يكلموني على we feel very lost. We don't know what's next for us. We don't know what to even plan or ايه الجولز اللي احنا عايزينها, أو أنا مش عارف أنا أساسا ايه اللي بيبسطني. Another kind of people keeps telling me إن أنا مبقتش مستمتع بأي حاجة, بقى كل يوم زي اليوم التاني ومش مستفيد بأي حاجة مختلفة خالص. Another kind of people is اللي هو أنا عايز X ومصمم على X and I really have no clue why do I want X. Okay? And a very pretty and common example of that is ناس كتير قوي النهارده طالعه يلا I want to have my own startup, I want to have my own business, I want to be my own boss. بس لما تيجي تسألهم طب عايز تعمل ايه, طب ليه اساسا عايز ده, probably يعني there's no clear direction, مش عارف بس هشوف حاجة كده, this is where the money is, أو اشتغل لنفسي أحسن ما اشتغل لغيري. Okay? While those could be true, it's not necessarily true for everyone. And this is where we need to start asking ourselves, هل الواي بتاعتي ليه أنا عايز أعمل حاجة دي, is it really my own why, or is it a why أنا مستلفها أو أقنعت نفسي إن this is my own why because people around me بيقولوا لي إن هو ده الصح, أو society كلها أجمعت إن this is what's common and this is the future, أو إن أصحابي شايفين إن ده الناس اللي هما بيبصوا لهم أو دولة الرول مودلز of الفترة الجاية. Okay? So when we talk about our why, I want to ask you كده برضو واللي عنده أي guesses please share it in the comments. قد إيه من our actions are actually conscious choices. And by conscious I mean in we are choosing them based على وعي. وأنا عارف أنا ليه بختار ده مش because it feels right and it's not driven by emotions. And ناس كتير قوي بتبقى متخيلة ان اكيد طبعا ما انا اللي واخد كل القرارات دي في حياتي بقى اكيد it's more than 50% or مثلا 70% of the time I'm actually being very conscious. Fact is, and research, a lot of psychologists around the world, and this is not statistics هنا في مصر, in consciously احنا we're only responsible or we have chosen just maximum of 10% of our actions. في حاجات كتيرة قوي احنا عايشينها من الاوتو بايلوت بتاعنا, من الحاجات اللي احنا تعودنا عليها من خلال تربيتنا, من upbringing, من education, from people around us and all of that. as well صح يا لبنى, حاجات كتيرة قوي زي السليبينج, زي الدايجستشن, الهارت بيتنج, البريثنج بتاعنا, كل ده it's all in the autopilot and subconscious. ساعات كتيرة قوي برضو طريقة تفكيرنا واختياراتنا وكلامنا بيبقى جاي من السبكونشس او الاوتوبايلوت because we're so used to ان دايما بنتسأل ازيك عامل ايه بنقول كويس الحمد لله, واحنا اساسا ولا فكرنا في السؤال ولا في الاجابه, بس احنا حافظين ان احنا for example بنجاوب كده. اول ما حد هيقول لي كده definitely for sure هجاوب عليه كده. It comes by habit. Okay. knowing that طبعا 10% دي of conscious choices it increases by time. It increases كل ما أنا بفهم نفسي أكتر, كل ما أنا ببتدي to bring into my consciousness حاجات أكتر. Okay? But this is a good thing. The more I work on myself, the more I become conscious. ساعتها بيبقى عندي more options, more flexibility and more power over my life, over my business and over my relationships as well. طيب. في 3 حاجات عايزين نفكر فيهم النهارده أو 3 أسئلة نسألهم لنفسنا. Okay? قد ايه انا very clear about my personal why, ليه انا عايش الحياة اللي انا عايزها او انا عايز ايه منها او ليه انا عايز الحاجات دي. about my professional why, how clear I am with that. ليه انا عايزه اشتغل الشغلانه دي, ليه عايزه اكبر فيها, ليه عايزه اوصل للهدف اللي انا حاطه لنفسي ده, ليه عايزه اخد الكورس ده, ليه عايز اتعامل مع فلان وما اتعاملش مع فلان. اوكي, كل الاسئله دي I need to be asking myself. اوكي. تاني حاجة محتاجة أسأل نفسي طب what's important about this why. خلاص أنا بدأت أسأل نفسي ليه أنا I want to be creating my own business وطلعت ب the reason of أنا بحب responsibility and the room to be creative. I will have this in me and I'm always brainstorming for ideas والideas بتجيلي كده and I feel I want to go after those ideas. The second question is what's important about going after those ideas. ليه نسأل نفسنا السؤال؟ السؤال ده إجابته بتوضح لنا how much I'm valuing الإجابة السؤال الأولاني و this actually shows us قد إيه أنا هكمل في الموضوع ده. okay. this also deepens my understanding and my clarity of ليه أنا حاطط الجول اللي أنا حاطه لنفسي الأولاني. okay. السؤال الثالث بقى هو إيه الإمباكت of الحاجة اللي أنا مهتم بيها دي أو اللي أنا حاطتها لنفسي أو having this why on the rest of my life. وعشان أوضح لكم أكتر إيه فايدة ال3 أسئلة اللي إحنا هنسألهم من نفسنا دولت I'm going to tell you a story. Okay? Few years back I was working in a multinational company finance وقبليها I was graduating from a major of economics. Okay? وقتها لما الواي بالنسبة لي ليه أنا دخلت economics كانت عشان أنا مش عايزة طب وأنا مش عايزة هندسة, فاضل إيه business economics. economics was more appealing بالنسبة لي, يلا نبقى مختلفين ونخش كده. okay. دخلنا economics. How long did that last? Exactly the last day of my university days. يوم الgraduation. أي حاجة بعديها أعرفها عن economics rarely. أي أساساً conversation about economics أو أي حاجة اتعلمتها I even use in today's economy, policies, politics, الحاجات دي كلها none. Why? Because my why wasn't strong enough. Okay? There's no way that I was going to remember, I will continue to be interested to develop that even more and grow in it, أو to even remember أي حاجة من اللي أنا أخدتها. اوكي. فده بالظبط شكل الموظف اللي بيروح الشغل مش عارف هو بيروح ليه او بيروح يشوف فلوس وخلاص وما يعرفش هو ليه بيعمل اي حاجه هو بيعملها. اوكي. فانا هروح اللي هيتقال لي عليه هعمله، عمري ما هبقى creative، عمري ما هبقى باخد initiatives من نفسي ولا بقى proactive ولا responsible، وهو يا دوبك بستف ورقي عشان ابقى كده تمام. اوكي. طيب تاني حاجه بقى if I look back at this moment وقت ما انا اخترت economics سألت نفسي هو انا ليه فعلا دخلت economics. the real why انا ليه دخلت economics was عشان probably ما كنتش فاهمه نفسي وقتها كويس قوي ولا عارفه انا عايزه ايه. the second reason was most probably ان غالبا دي كانت حاجه من الحاجات القليله قوي that I was exposed to. I did not know what I knew today and therefore today I'm making different choices. But this brings into our awareness how much I have as a role to understand myself أكتر، إن أنا أخد responsibility أكتر to understand the world more so that I have a clearer why and a clearer vision. Why do I want to be doing the things that I want to be doing? طيب تالت سؤال كان what was the impact of having that why on my life. The impact of having that why on my life وقتها when it was the wrong why كان ان انا بروح قرفانه الشغل كل يوم. I feel out of place, I don't feel fulfilled. بعمل كويس وشاطره وكل حاجه لان ما بحبش ابقى فاشله في المكان اللي انا فيه. I'm responsible على الحاجات دي بس I'll never go the extra mile. I'll never dream more. I'll never give one extra hour to my job غير ال bare minimum اللي هيخليني to that extent satisfied. How long did that last? I stayed 2 years in a multinational over there and then it's gone. The moment that I started asking myself the real question of why, and the moment I started going after really why do I want to be working, why do I want to be in a place where I'm actually productive and giving more and ambitious and going the extra mile, why I really want to feel fulfilled, this is the moment لما بقيت ممكن دلوقتي اشتغل اكتر بكتير قوي بس I'm enjoying it. The impact of that on my life, I became a completely different person. عرفت نفسي كتير قوي، طلعت certain gifts أو حاجات capabilities فيا ما كنتش no way هطلعها لو كنت كملت in the place where I did not have a strong why. Definitely I had moments where I was falling, where I was failing, but I stood up again. لو ما كانش عندي الواي دي very clearly أنا بحب الموضوع ده وإيه فايدته وإيه أهميته كنت no way هقوم تاني، كنت هgive up من الأول خالص. وده اللي ناس كتير قوي بتعمله. I start a course, it becomes challenging, it requires more effort and more energy and more time from me, but my why is not strong. خلاص بقى and then we start creating stories. This is not for me. I don't like it anymore. ما خلاص بقى وقت تاني. We start coming up with all those excuses to make ourselves feel better. طيب دلوقتي I want to ask you something. I want you to recall several decisions that you've taken in your life long time ago and ask yourself نفس الحاجة اللي أنا عملتها معاكم دلوقتي. What were your reasons when you took those decisions? And now, after you've learned a lot and you've grown and you've changed in perspective and you've seen things very differently, when you look back at those decisions, what were the real why you went after those decisions? ليه بنعمل exercise زي ده? Simply because this helps us to understand ourselves better. عشان if we continue moving forwards without learning from the past, احنا we're losing opportunities. We're probably going to continue living our lives from the autopilot, from what we already know, without learning something new, without giving ourselves the chance and the opportunity to choose differently, to be proactive about our lives and to really go after what we want. I have a small exercise for you that I'd like you to actually take away with you, okay? Well, unlike so many other programs that you see or videos okay, and they tell you don't try this at home, I am asking you to try this at home. عشان with us, with coaching, with those videos, with all of that, if you don't try this at home, خلاص يعني هيبقى كلام حلو ولذيذ وكده بس we wouldn't see anything in our lives, okay? So what I'd like you to do at home, and writing is very important in that exercise. لأن usually and the normal of مخنا ان اي حد بيسأل نفسه السؤال التوب layer بس هي اللي بنتجاوب عليها. Okay? Writing allows the lower and the deeper levels to actually arise to the surface. You get to have new insights. You get to have new learnings by writing those questions. So it's a very simple exercise. هيوضح لكل حد فينا دلوقتي why. Okay? So the first step that you're going to be doing is you're going to be choosing a goal. Okay? Whether it's a personal goal or a professional goal زي ما انتوا عايزين. And you're going to try this out and then you could do it على as many goals as you want. Okay? So for example, if I want to say I want to lose weight or I want to start my own business. Okay? So the first thing that I'm going to ask myself is why. And then I write the answer. So for example, I want to lose weight because then I will become more fit. Okay? The second step is I'm going to ask myself why again, but about the answer, not the question. So why do I want to become fit? For example, my answer could be because when I'm fit, I'm more energetic. Okay? Third time, why do you want to be more energetic? Okay? I want to be more energetic because then I achieve more things and I become more happy. Okay? Why do you want to achieve more things? Because I feel happy and I feel myself. I feel like I'm making use of my time. Okay? But you're going to do this several times. وزي ما انتوا شايفين غالبا لو حد كان سألنا من الأول خالص why do you want to eat healthy أو go on a diet كان no way هيجي في مخي أو في مخ أي حد فينا إن أول إجابة تبقى because I like to achieve things or to make use of my time. يعني usually a relationship دي ما بنكونش شايفينها. But when we go deeper and deeper and deeper we start understanding ourselves. Okay? The last question you're going to do after you ask yourself why على كل answer 4 or 5 times is what's important about that. يعني for example, what's important about making use of your time. Okay, I'll feeling that you had valuable time or you've spent time doing those things. And then based on that answer, you're going to have a stronger insight, a new awareness for yourself. غالبا محدش فينا بيكون متخيل. I've tried this so many times مع so many clients وما فيش مرة حد ما بيقولش I never thought that this was the real reason why I was doing that. طيب if I did بقى ان انا اعرف كل ده يعني why is it important to know that زي ما كنا بنقول if I have this very clear in front of myself the next time I'm going to feel lazy, I'm going to feel like I want to be eating that ice cream, I'm going to feel like I'm not being useful with my time, then I'm going to be remembering exactly what I need to be doing. طبعا it doesn't stop here. What you need to be doing afterwards is go after that why. يعني مش ان احنا نعرف الواي بعدين هنقعد وهتتحقق لوحديها. Of course not. But today mainly I want you to at least get a clear vision. At least have that thermometer and whenever there's confusion or decision to be making, at least you know based on what will you be taking that decision. If you have any questions, please send them to me. I'm looking at all the comments and I'm very grateful for your emojis and comments. This is a short starting point and I hope this was useful for you and gave you food for thought and made you actually think and get curious about why you are doing the things you are doing or why you are planning those new goals or new dreams that you have and wish list that you want to be doing. And if you felt that this video was useful for you or food for thought or interesting, please share it with anyone who would make actually use of that. A lot of people الأيام دي they're in a space عايزين يعرفوا هيعملوا ايه في حياتهم اتغيروا ناس كتيرة قوي all their work is being turned online مكاتب كتيرة بتبطل ترنت الأماكن دي and they're going to continue online forever ناس بتغير بلاد عشان تشتغل عشان شغلها وقف كتير قوي we're all in really a point where we need to be taking decisions and having our why would really help us go through all of those tough times and challenges. So I encourage you to really have a clear why and go after that. After this video, I'm going to be answering any questions or answering back to your comments على الفيديو. Thank you and see you next week. And I will be waiting for your recommendations of topics for the upcoming episodes, inshallah. Have a great evening. Bye.